to Business Travel Guys. This is episode 3. I'm Jason.
I'm Joe.
And we're here to talk about the trials and tribulations of a business traveler. Today we're going to continue our discussion about the boarding process. Last time we talked about how we like to keep in our own little bubble as people are getting on the plane. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about the process of preparing to get on the plane. In order to actually do that successfully, live in your own little world and facilitate a quick boarding process, there's things that you can do to prep for getting on the plane. So Joe, how do you do that?
What I do is I start early. About 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes before boarding, I start preparing myself mentally, getting ready. What do I need to get in my hand? Where's my boarding card? Am I going to use a book? Am I going to read a book? Am I going to listen to an iPod? Am I going to do work? Do I need my laptop ready? So I'm getting the things that I want to have access to ready in my hands when I get on.
So Joe, do you actually stow your bag below your seat by your feet, or do you put it up top?
It depends. If I've got more than one bag, I'm putting one underneath and one above because I don't want to be a hog. If I've just got the one bag, and I probably will put it up because I like the legs, my feet space.
Right.
So, but I try to have my stuff ready by the time I get to my seat, so it's bag in the overhead, button the seat. I'm done.
See, I always will bring a bag, and I'll bring my laptop bag. I'll put my carry-on bag up top, and I'll put my laptop bag below. It's small enough that I can actually get both my legs either on either side of the bag, or I can put it on one side, push it kind of over the side, and I get, both legs together. Right. Or sometimes I'll actually put it behind my legs so I can have full leg.
After you take off.
The bottom line is, after I take off, the bottom line is I want to have that bag accessible the entire time. I hate, it's my pet peeve, you do it differently, but I hate the people that are up and down to get stuff and put stuff into their bags throughout the flight.
Yeah, it's an aisle seat. I'm an aisle seat guy. If I stand up, what's the big deal?
It bothers me because it draws my attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, but you're a recliner and I'm not.
Oh, you don't recline?
I rarely recline.
Oh, see, I recline almost, we could do a whole episode about that, but I recline basically before the plane has even left the end of the tarmac.
Yeah, and then he's in my space and that bothers me.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about prepping. What about when you actually are sitting down? What are the first thing you're going to do when you're, when you sit down?
Well, I mean, I put the things in the seat back pocket that I need or want, and most cases I actually plug my earphones in and get my nose in something, because what happens is these people coming on don't know what they're doing. They're dragging their bags. And I don't want to look at it because it annoys me. So I, as part of the bubble we talked about last week, I get out of the way and I get busy with something.
So yeah, that kills me. There's nothing worse than watching people kind of struggle through the process. If I have to see someone go through that struggle, it stresses me out. But head to the book or to to a podcast, iTunes or whatever. I just cannot stand watching people take a long time with that process.
I would say, our job to get on the plane, duck and cover, in and out, be efficient. That's what you need to do.
So I think we covered yet another topic about the boarding process. The boarding process will probably do multiple episodes because there's multiple different angles we can take this one, and there's all kinds that goes on, or all kinds of stuff that goes on during that process that is actually funny. And we actually have some great tips and hints for you on the boarding process that will be on the next episode. I appreciate you joining us once again for episode 3. I'm Jason.
I'm Joe.
And we're the Business Travel Guys.
Check us out at businesstravelguys.com.